is lit on all of the services. I just got to get chat together, get my poop in a group. There we go. Oh, I'm a little off-centered. Let's go down a little bit. A little bit more. Get the game launched as well. Al, how you doing tonight, bud? Thanks for stopping in. Crying Seal on Twitch. You, my friend, get free Murph pets. But they are coming back. They are coming back as a channel point redemption shortly. Oh. We don't have a Murph? Oh, we do. We do have a Murph. We do have a Murph. He's just... There he is. Murphy. Oh. Oh. Gosh. Oh, he's showing his heart side. The Murph, as always, appreciates your affections. How you doing tonight, bud? Crying Seal. How's school today? English. We want English. It is time to play the game. Indeed. Shammy, Nisha. How you doing tonight? Oletus, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Murph Den. Have I played the Stanley Parable before? I have not. Boom. Leftover pie, right on. The clock time matters. Adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. It looks reasonably barely visible as it is. Enter the current time. Okay, well. It is 9:49. Confirm. All right. We'll get the actual game up. How about that? Everybody was still on the cat. I don't have sound. Why don't I have sound? Audio, main volume. It is set correctly. Let's make sure my... Oh, I bet my device changed because Windows is stupid. It did. See, I plugged in a big TV today, and that's what took over. So I've got to find... There we go. That one. Still no? Oh, good gravy. Let me sort this out here real quick. Aspect ratio for TikTok. It should be correct. Yes, indeed it is. I'm not getting my alerts, though. Why ain't I getting my alerts? Gonna have to figure that out. I moved everything around today because of the stream being a burn the other night. I moved all of these streaming functions over onto a much faster machine, but we're still working out some kinks. What was I doing? Oh yeah, audio, sound settings. Yeah, that one's correct. Voice meter input. That. Oh, and then I need to... I think I found it. But just to be sure, we're going to turn this back to A3. A3? No. Yeah, A3. No, it's actually cable A. Cable A. We'll get this sorted out momentarily, folks. I do appreciate your patience. There we go. That is correct. So now I should have sound. There I have sound. All right. Woohoo! Levi, how you doing? Lap, lap, dap, dap. How you doing? Thanks for coming out tonight. We are going to enter the correct time. It is 9:52, so let's go. 9:52. Doing good. I'm doing good. I'm looking forward to this game here. Hang on. Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you've booted up the game. Bill will be back to Deltarune tomorrow and Thursday. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They can leave the clock set at 12 o'clock and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's the level of meta I'm expecting for this. I am pretty bright, ain't I? Holy cow. Let's fix that too. One moment. That should be better. Less power of the sun bright. There we go. Right on, Bill. Thanks for stopping in. We'll see you next time. That's how I know you care about this experience. You're paying attention. Well, thank you, game. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Well, yes, you do. You're a computer. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see this screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want. Even if it's not the correct time, you've earned it. All right, I'll let you get back to the video game now. How many likes are we at? I can't tell. Oh, we're at 3.4 thousand. Thank you, friends. I appreciate you. We are playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Begin the game settings. Let's look at the settings again. Just because we didn't really get to look at them beyond trying to fix the audio that wasn't actually broken. Alright, that looks good. Subtitles are on, I'm pretty sure. General. Show subtitles on right there. Hope everybody's doing well. Thanks for coming out tonight. We're going to begin the game. Never the end is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Was he?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Razungdi, how you doing tonight,
Something
bud? Good
that
to
would
see you again.
forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. Is that my cue? Stepped out of his office. Am I supposed to listen to the narrator? We're kind of on ice skates here. Ooh. Is TikTok showing something incorrect? Let me see. Well, do you mean the sides are cut off, Lap? Do you mean how I'm kind of cropping it at 4:3 on top of a widescreen? Basically, I'm clipping off the... because if that's what you mean, I know that, and that's on purpose. I mean, it's just how it has to be. Otherwise, you can get a widescreen on a TikTok, but it's really small. It's really small. So I'm kind of splitting the difference.
Gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh, this person hasn't been here for a while. So we're supposed to go to the meeting room. At least that's what the narrator says. I feel like the narrator is going to become a character, much like Gladys. Can we get into here? No. Okay. Alright, let's go look for the meeting room. It's gotta be around here somewhere. Oh. The architecture changes. Oh. Interesting. Okay. There's gotta be a meeting room around here somewhere. Is this a back rooms kind of?
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Okay, so this is the point in the game where I understand the narrator's potential purpose here. Do I be contrary or do I follow the narrator? Well, you know what? The narrator is not steering me wrong right now, so we're gonna default to trusting the narrator just for now. There's a meeting room. There's a meeting
Yet
room.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his
We're
boss's
locked
office,
in.
hoping he might find an answer there.
Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive-aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers. I missed it. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Oh my goodness. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Number of slides in this slide. I feel like there's a whole... Let's pause and look at some of this stuff. What do people want? The stock market is somewhere here. They want things. They want happy feelings. Violent James, you are fired. Money, more money. Things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs about things and money. We have our product right there. Graphs about things and money. We need more or less reviews. 402 plus 405 want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule. What? But I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers, more water heaters, more water cooler heaters. Charts. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Big net. Some sort of child trap. What the fuck? Synergize core value expenditures. Fantastic. Kamina, how you doing tonight, friend? Good to see you again.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Sure, Kamina, hit me.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
But there's tools. There's things. All right. Close the door while I'm inside it.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Sweet FA? Is that short for, like, fuck all? Oh, superliminal. I've heard of superliminal.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Well, now you're interacting with me directly, so now I'm going to stay in this broom closet for some more time.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. It didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Yeah, but like this is the closest we have the narrator to talking to us right now.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Are you concerned, friends?
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Really? Now you're slandering poor Stanley.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead.
I'm not at a computer,
prey
but
to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway. Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can have
the sheer amount of dialogue.
I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
So is that it? Does he stay quiet at this point? Seems like it. That's funny. So now we're looking for the boss's office. That's probably upstairs.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Executive bathroom. Metal Sonic, glad you can make it. You are not late, you are right on time. You are here precisely when you could
Stepping
be
into
here.
the manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I don't see a...
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Oops.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer
I feel
luck.
manipulated.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Did he? I didn't get a chance to tune in to the Undertale anniversary live stream. I was actually out of town all weekend. Mrs. Murphy and I were helping a friend move. And that took some time. So I was away from computers. This narrator, I don't know if you've seen Doom Patrol. This narrator really reminds me of Alan Tudyk in the first season of Doom Patrol. Going insane. Appreciate the gifts. Thank you, friend. Let's step out into... This looks like... So the office is a facade. Appreciate the follow, friend. Welcome. I thought I had sound alerts for those. I guess I do not. I tried. I'm working on getting those going. Having TikTok live on a different machine somehow complicates that. Wish I had a flashlight. Just pushing rando buttons.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit
Appreciate you, Kamina.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest.
Be careful
as
with
though
yourself.
He felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Don't break your face. Don't break your face.
It had never
Sending me
occurred to him.
likes.
This question would not go unanswered for long.
Whoa. That looks relevant somehow.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Well, if that isn't a screenshot, I don't know what is. Oh, look at Murph on his little Murph tree. Oh, he's sleeping. Given the choice between these two places, I don't care what the narrator says, we're going to go here.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I don't believe you.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every
Drew.
opportunity to turn around and get
Good to
back
see you
on
again, bud.
track.
Thanks
At
for
this
coming
point,
out.
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
When in doubt, touch everything. It's that kind of game, huh? Whoa. Well, I mean, they told me. Oh, maybe not.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was
Whatever this world is, huh?
like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
We getting smashed? What?
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaw. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Well. All right, we can't jump, it looks like.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
We've got 3 doors marked to the off. This looks like a museum. Oh, cool. Oh, that's a really cool way to do credits. 2013. Huh. Okay. So then we've got workstations. Installing Chart Pro. Well, whoops, I guess we turned that off. Nature paintings. Very literal. Very literal. Office layout. Okay. Sections have been added and altered. This is like a museum to this game. Lap, thanks for coming out tonight, bud. We'll see you again next time. Stanley's computer. So I can't really interact with this. Interesting. All right. Oh, this is the map. Duh, that's what it said. So, well, all right. So it's not that complicated a map. What is in this big room? Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. So we've got 2 ways to go. Let's go this way. Office clock. We've got 2 sets of stairs. Oh, okay, so that makes sense. Whoa.
Let's see. Stanley walked through the green door. Then he pushed the number 4. Let's see. Stanley walked through the green
He had to have recorded so many. There's a ton of dialogue already. The lounge. An early version of the underground. Okay. So this is kind of the this is some of the extra content then for the Ultra Deluxe Edition. This is Freedom ending. This was the first incarnation of the Freedom ending in the game's alpha. Interesting. Kamina, looks like TikTok took care of that, actually. It looks like TikTok filtered you out, so I think you're all good. One of the desks from an early version of the Countdown ending. Memesy! How you doing tonight, bud? Yeah, don't text and drive. Alerts are broken right now, apparently. I don't know what that's about. At least I don't hear them. Oh, you know what? I know why I don't hear them. So y'all were hearing them. Hello, motherfucker. Beerbold 10. Appreciate the follow. Welcome to the Murph Den. I am your host, Murphy J. Cat. We are playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. See, I feel like if I'd already played the game, I would appreciate this stuff more. Like, I don't really recognize why a lot of this stuff is cool. Because I haven't played it before. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I guess I don't really know if I've seen endings. I mean, did I really die? Was that a... Oh, this is my office. He says, feigning understanding. Oh, that's back the way we came. Game design mock-up. There's all kinds of cool stuff in here. Alright, so then how... Whoa. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Oh, fair. Kamina, thanks for coming out. Good to see you. We'll see you next time. Have a good evening. Rest of your night. All right. Well, then I guess we pick a door is what it is. Is back the way we came an option? No, the door is 100% gone. have a question for the Twitch folks. Seal, Memesy, Bearable10. What would be the impact if I made Twitch portrait like TikTok? Like portrait, not widescreen, but the scene, basically as you see it on TikTok. If that was what went out on Twitch, what would be the impact of that? Would that make it a worse experience, a better experience, no change? I can't open any of these doors. All right. Well, shoot. Where am I going then? We went that way first. Let's go this way. I am pretty sure we went through here. There's gotta be a place we didn't go. Whoa. Dear narrator. Oh. How do you make a JRPG? How do you make the worst game ever? What is the difference between a duck? Narrator emails. After the second trailer we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use these for the promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are selections of those emails. Are you a rock? Right on, Burbold. Welcome to the Murph Den. I feel like I should go this way. No, that's okay. All right, then I'm going to leave the Twitch format alone. Oh. Was this here? Was this here? This wasn't here, was it?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Okay. New narrator.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
River, how you doing tonight, friend?
You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it.
This worked out okay for me last time.
Don't let...
Ooh. I mean, sorta. I died, but not really. Doing good. We're working out some kinks in the system here. I did a bunch of changes to the studio, and so some things are not working. I'm not getting sounds from TikTok. I'm not getting sounds from Twitch either.
All of his co-workers were gone.
This looks
What could it
familiar.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I appreciate you. This started over. This is where... The Crusher again, Seal, indeed. Shammy, welcome over to the Twitch side. All right. Okay. You do need a pet cam. You have pets?
Stanley came to a set of two open
What you got?
doors.
What you
He
got?
entered the door on his left.
Cat, dog? Cat and dog? Cats, dogs, birds, fish, ferret. Burble10 has a dog. River's got one of each, it looks like. I got a Murph. And I have two other cats. Man, I went right last time. We had birds for a short time, but the cats sort of made that unpleasant. It made their lives
This
unpleasant.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
Seal
first,
does have a dog,
just
a
to
floof.
admire it.
The challenge with a pet cam is getting you a pet that will stay still. And I've got two of those. I've got Murph, who the camera's on right now, and also... Oh, but actually he relocated. I've got a dog, that Odie, that generally stays in the same kind of area. But otherwise you need a wireless
Truly a
one.
room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yeah, you don't want to get a cat while you have a bird. That's just it's mean to the bird. Is really what it. We shouldn't have gotten the birds.
Yes,
we rehomed
really,
them.
really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Yeah.
Really worth it.
And the same soda machines as Half-Life, isn't that? Aren't those the same ones in Half-Life?
Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
This room is really pretty, though. Like, of all the rooms we've been in, you know, like if I worked here, this would be where I would come to hang out and eat my sandwich and look at my TikToks
at
at
lunch. The game was
lunch.
trying to send him a message. But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the
That is
first
a cool
open door
room.
on
It's
his
the
left
blue
to
carpet.
get
It's really
back
the
to
blue
business.
carpet that makes it. We've got a couple of different interesting things here. If it had a pool
And so he
table,
peeked
Seal, I'd be
through
able
the
to smell
maintenance
that
section,
picture.
Walked straight ahead to the opposite door and got back on track.
No, we're not. We're going down the elevator of mystery.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed
This was
to go
originally an HL2 mod. All right, that kind of, I can see that. I can see the aesthetic.
From here, it's left.
All right, let's try listening for a while.
Oh no,
Oop.
no, it's to the right. My mistake.
Fucking game.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
There's no sprint. Oh, I recognize these. Recognize a lot of these assets. Oh my.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, who am I kidding?
Oh, what game are you modding, Saccharin?
The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
All right, fine. You're teaching me. The game is teaching me to do what it said. Well, we're going to do what it says
Stanley
this time.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, right on. Good luck with that. Left 4 Dead 2 is one of my games. I put a lot of hours into that game. Alright, so this is the...
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on.
I can't,
Why am
but
I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
all right, this time we're going to go left. No, we're going to go all left. Wow. Are we going around in a circle? We are going around in a circle. Okay, so it's not really a back rooms kind of thing. Not entirely. I mean, there's certainly
I'll say
some of that.
This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
You bastard. Back to the beginning.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
All right. We need to find this meeting room.
Okay, yeah, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed
walls
anything?
are not square. All right, let's go back. Let's go back. I hate Mondays.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
This narrator is
Wait,
good.
Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oh, you motherfucker. Whoa.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Oh, bastard. The Stanley Parable Adventure line.
I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
That's real simple. And you know what? I'm just going to do it. Because the game is clearly intended to punish me if I stray from the
line
path.
knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
To destiny.
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Well, okay then. Whoa.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. All right. We studied our fern.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a... Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through...
I love this room.
Oh, I can't take this anymore.
This room is very cool.
Restart.
No, Murphy left his tree. He's over by the window. He's checking things out outside.
You know what, Stanley?
Nope.
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
Sure.
Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Well, I guess I have to.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination.
It's so fun
Whatever
how...
it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
How this game is kind of like a generic outline of any story. Like, the things that it's walking you through, okay, we're going to have this turn, and how about we take the story off in this direction? Like, that's what you do in storytelling. You could almost follow this game and just add, you know, whatever elements you want to write about and come up with some kind of a cool movie or screenplay or something.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No
Really?
lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
I can't not acknowledge it. It's here. It's following me now. The line is now following me. Oop, it stopped. All right, it's going up there now.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here,
Indeed,
the
or the
story is
main
part
character,
of
the
control.
protagonist, gets to
How
make a decision.
important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's
We're just going to
origin.
walk around in
So
circles
starting
as
from the
instructed.
right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
This narrator is a whole lot like the narrator of Doom Patrol Season 1.
Oh, hold up, what's
Deviate
this?
from maintenance room, end up in monitor room.
The confusion.
Oh
in
my.
it. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant
Narrator
ending?
forgets about previous
And we're supposed to
restarts.
restart the game eight times? That's really how all
After
this
a
went?
long time, Stanley dies.
Determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really?
Indeed. Why don't
It
I?
can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
Did we?
Whatever it is that made this schedule? How would
Nar2, how you doing tonight, friend?
Will someone come for us?
No, we did not beat
Something
Jevil.
happen? Sir,
We're going to be back at that Tuesday, tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we'll be getting back at Deltarune. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one more good college try at a peaceful resolution with Jevil. And then after maybe a half an hour of that, if I don't get any significant progress, I'm going to try to kill him. Just straight up combat him and see if I can emerge victorious. And if I can't do that, then we're just going to move on and progress the story in Deltarune. But that's tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Be sure and tune in.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure.
Kind of
if
story.
The destination or the journey.
It's sort of the framework of a story. The generic
destination. So I hope that's where we are right
description
now.
of a story.
We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you... All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
All right. Let's find the meeting. It's this. Oh, no. Where is...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes, we're just going to listen. We're going to listen this time. There's the meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
All right. Up to the boss's office. Just like last
Coming
time.
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Well, just like the first time.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
None.
What could it mean? Stanley wondered.
Very
aloud.
strange way to hang paintings.
He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by
it's
sheer
dark.
luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
All right, we did all of this. We listened to all of this last time. I've got to blow my nose one moment. All right. Yeah, this boss has like a 4-story tall office, and it's the bookcases. It's like silly map design. You would see stuff like this sometimes in the early days of FPSs and map design. You would see just obnoxious, impossible spaces like this. I mean, not exactly like this, but Very, very similar. I wonder if it's a nod. Okay, we've also been here before. So does that mean we've seen an ending?
Door that read Mind Control Facility.
Big Joshua, how you doing tonight, bud? I have indeed played BioShock. BioShock is one of my all-time favorites. BioShock is easily top 3 video games in life, like in my history. Easily top 3. All right, well, big button. Let's push it.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Right, security camera. I love how it's like there's puzzles, but there's not puzzles.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
So we were way up there in that thing. Now we're seeing this from down in it. That catwalk area up there, that's the previous perspective where we've been seeing this room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, about 16 times. Oh, good gravy. I can't even count all these. That's a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot of screens in here. Too many to count.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Indeed. Let's just get on.
He refused. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
This is an interesting ride.
Unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls
the heart of the
labeled with
operation.
emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Really? Okay. Well, facility power seems like a good place to do that. Yeah, here we go. We'll shut it down. Off.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
Indeed.
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
Welcome back,
Feeling of
BMZ.
liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way,
Beautiful.
right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Aww. Complete the Stanley parable. Okay, so we got an ending. And it looks like it was a happy ending.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
So now
Stanley
if I do
decided
it
to go to the
exactly
movie. Perhaps he had
the
simply
way
missed
that
the
I
memo.
just did it, do I get exactly the same ending?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's see.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Indeed.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Okay, that's just funny. That is objectively funny.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Let's just go through the exact same thing. Exact same thing. Murphy's on the floor demanding foot petties.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yep.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
So
What
far,
horrible secret
almost
did this
identical.
place hold?
Identical,
Stanley thought to
actually.
himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life. Their true
Drew,
nature
welcome back,
revealed.
friend.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
I'm just doing science right now.
The
I want
lives
to
of
see
so
if I can
many
repeat an
individuals
ending.
reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored. in
Seems like
space,
so far, yes.
Freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was
The
happy
True
with his
Men
boring
Show?
job? That his
Oh, The
emotions
Truman
had been
Show.
manipulated to accept it blindly?
I don't think there's a Truman Show element to
No.
it. Stanley seems way more
He couldn't accept it.
anonymous than Truman. Truman was the center of that
It was
world.
unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But he was the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotion.
No, Stanley.
Or sad, or content.
Stanley can't. No, Stanley is very different from the character in the Truman Show, at least so far.
And as the cold reality of his past began to
Truman Show was a different kind of experiment and a different kind of cruel. No. We're gonna. I want to do the exact same thing just to see it. See if it really is a repeatable thing.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had
Okay. So yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. All right.
shackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moment.
Goopster man, thank you for your kind words, friend. I appreciate you, and I'm glad to be a part of it. Part of that experience for you, you know? Comfort, soothing presence.
How had he been freed from
I'm happy to be there, bud.
What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking.
Just happiness.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Okay, so now when we go through this, we're gonna try for a couple other different endings.
Whatever life he lived,
Now that I know that if you follow the exact same path, you get the exact same ending.
he needed to know. It was perhaps
Shamsters!
knowing.
Have a good rest of your night, friend.
Stepped through the open door.
We'll see you next time. Thanks for coming out.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new
I like the happy ending. That is truly a happy ending.
right now, the things were meant to happen. Stanley was happy.
Oh, I'm not going to follow specific instructions, Mamesy. Not right now. I'm just going to kind of explore. All right,
Stanley
so
had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much.
let's see where we're going to diverge. Somebody said something about a bucket that I didn't understand until where's that broom closet? It's not here. It's not here. There's a broom closet, and then I think there's a bucket in there. Offices, 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 more offices. Well, shit. Okay. All right. No, I'm not really farming achievements.
Two open doors. He
I just kind of want to see a couple of different paths, you know? So let's go completely contrary from the start.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
The employee lounge. Oh, yeah, that's right. The cool room.
Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room.
I like these
Goodness,
chairs.
Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room.
This
Life
place
without
just
having
looks
experienced
comfortable,
this
you know?
room was now too horrible.
I don't know if it's because the aesthetic tickles, something that I'm used to.
Yes, really.
Like,
really
that
worth
couch
being
looks
here in the
comfy.
room. A
Looks like you
room
could
so
sleep on
utterly
it.
captivating that even though all your
There's
coats
coffee
had
here.
mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
The first open door on his left. No, we did not. Father Obesity, how you doing tonight, friend? Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible.
Holy cow, I was just talking about this today. We were just talking about drafting on the Discord. This is a drafting table. Appreciate the gift, friend. Thank you. This mechanism here, this sliding thing goes back and forth across the table, and that will go up and down across the table. And the L shape of that will always stay perfectly lined up, horizontal and vertical. So that L will always be perfectly square to whatever, you know, you're drawing. And that's how they used to do architectural drawings. And there it is. There's a drafting table. And there's an erected drafting table. Yeah. You wanted at an angle, you know, so you can. That's really cool. Welcome to the Murph Den, Father Obesity. Good to have you. Link in bio. Join the Discord. Come on out. Go immediately to the behind the scenes forum to be promptly fucked up with cat pictures. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. Penalty for jumping off cargo lift. Peculiar Arts, how you doing tonight? Good to see you again. I've already seen one ending. I got the happy ending. And now we're kind of looking for other endings. I think I also got a confusion ending. Maybe that's on the way. I don't know. Appreciate the gifts, friend. Thank you.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been
I'm the star narrator.
Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For her. Oh, is Murph back? He is. I wonder why he's up high today. He's normally in his box.
Stanley, your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Let her back in.
She's been waiting.
Sure, Memesy. If it'll make you happy, bud, I'm gonna do it. If I remember. No promises. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. What am I supposed to be doing? I forgot. We're just going to go through this door. I did move the Murph cam a little bit just because Murphy moved, you know? We gotta stay on him. As far as the narrator goes, I feel like he's kind of a villain in the sense that Gladys was a villain, and he's very interesting in that regard. I get this feeling also that he is in this world a prisoner as much as I am. Like, I don't feel like he's an overlord or an overseer.
You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
How you doing, Louie? Good to see you, bud. Thanks for coming out.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Whoa.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make
thanks,
a point here,
narrator.
Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something.
Action figure
Come inside.
poser.
Let me
Welcome to
show
the
you
Murph
what's
Den.
really going
Thanks for
on
coming
here.
out tonight. Heartbreak and loss through suffering. You just got to kind of go through it, bud.
About the death of a man named Stanley.
Death of a man named Stanley. Yeah, Lou, you can't really skate out of it, and there's no cheat code, there's no anything. You just gotta kind of suffer. You know, loss sucks, and I mean, we've lost pets, we've lost people. It sucks all the time.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing
But
of
you
him,
know, it
and
gets
every button that he
slowly
pushes
less
is a
bad.
reminder of the inconsequential
Distance.
nature of his existence.
Distance from it makes things more okay.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
I'm a
Now
good
he's
monkey.
Pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home.
Oh,
Now
that cuts
he's coming
deep.
back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Man, if you work in this kind of office and have this kind of life, this game has got to be just searing criticism.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From
I feel you
behind
there.
his
I mean, it's
desk,
been a
Stanley
minute,
dreamed of
but
wild expeditions into the
been there.
unknown. Fantastic
You get used to
discoveries of
somebody.
new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
And sometimes you can recognize that somebody is not good for you and you're not good for them and it's time to part ways, but you're accustomed to their presence, right? They were there, long-term relationship, maybe you live together, that kind of thing. You get used to somebody's presence, and that sucks when that changes. It's a shock to your system. You don't get that same inputs, you know?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
But you get over it. You get used to it.
He stepped up from his desk,
And then
to realize
eventually,
that all of his co-workers,
there's
his
somebody
boss,
else.
Everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Press X to spend time with the boys. Ay, ay, ay.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice.
Yes,
It barely
indeed.
even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Memesy, it's not that bad in real life, although there are jobs that come dangerously close.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
I didn't even notice the background change. We were in a break room, and now we're in a very small kind of cubicle space that's just weird. Okay.
It was
Press
such a
F to
wonderful
pay respects.
fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Press C to tell your wife you love her. This game is fantastic. Being stuck is a genuine
No answer. How could there
thing
possibly
to fear,
be? In
Memesy.
reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed.
Well,
The
the
longer he
scenery's
spends
changing.
here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
I mean,
And I'm trying to tell
It's a valid fear.
that in this world he can never be
Just
anything
don't let it
but an
happen.
observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Oh, now. Do I listen to him or yeah, no,
You
let's
see?
do it.
Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here...
Father
he's
Obesity,
elected
I
to kill
appreciate
himself?
the gifts,
How can
friend.
I get him
Thank
to see
you.
what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Press F to question nothing. Delta Rune tomorrow, indeed. Tomorrow and
Suppose I
Thursday.
can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to.
See, it's
I
stuff
must.
like this, these
Perhaps-
comments,
Well, maybe this time he'll see.
that make me think he's a prisoner here too.
And Stanley pushed
with
a button.
me.
And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Whoa. Well, that's it. Oh, no. Okay. So that wasn't quite an ending.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh, we're starting in a different place.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So, Memesy, you said door 427 5 times? I don't think I can interact with it. Yeah, maybe not, because it is different. It's not the normal office. Alright, so there's a way out already. Let's see if any of these open. Oh. Casinos 155, how you doing tonight, friend? Are you a robot? Click on all of the pictures that are a bicycle. Casinos 155. The whiteboard ending, dog mode. Okay. We've got to try and activate dog mode. We have activated dog mode. Let's close the door. Oh. Dog mode just means there's a dog that barks when you interact. Damn. We have done turned Casinos 155 into a robot. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
All right, fine. We'll go
Stanley
the way.
came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Okay. We're going to go right
This
again.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Can't get in here. I'm just going to try all of these doors. I love this room. This is my favorite room in the game.
What was it about this room?
Something
that
about it.
called
I would
so
stay here
deeply
forever.
and so personally to Stanley. Its grace.
Sit
its
right here in
subtle charm.
this chair.
No. Stanley knew
Can I get in
it
it?
was something deeper.
Oh.
Something darker.
Clicking on the door makes a dog bark because I'm still in dog mode.
Yes. really worth it being here in the room. So utterly captivating that even
You love
though
the Stanley
all your
Parable.
co-workers
I'm
have
digging it.
mysteriously vanished,
This is a
it
unique
was looking at
experience,
these
I will say
chairs and
that.
some paintings. Really worth it.
I missed something in the phone room. All right.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
No, we're going to stay
It's
here.
possible that this is why
We're going to die in this room.
left.
We live here now.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Was it? Was it really? I guess so. Everything is a dog bark.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room.
That's funny.
First open door on his left to get back to business.
All right, so this time we'll listen
And so
here.
he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Yeah, we didn't go here last time. What is this? All right, we can't open that door. I guess we have to go into the meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Let's stay in the meeting
Feeling a
room.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Get
Nobody
Chris out of the
would find
broom
an answer
closet.
there.
Monetize free to play. Oh, that's funny. So these things have changed a little bit. Just a little bit. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Rate at which charts on the same slide depict the same information. Rate of increase in graphs per slide. Please no more charts, please, I'm begging. Top 20 things you love most about your boss.
Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Oh, there's nothing in here to grab. There's no... I can't grab the bucket. I can bark the... Let's go downstairs. We never went
Coming to a
downstairs.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I love dog mode. Dog mode is fantastic. Oh.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all?
Not
None of
likely.
It made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for
That's
that matter,
fantastic.
these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
Father Obesity, I appreciate you, friend. Thank
Stanley
you.
felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared.
Oh.
It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
Indeed.
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
I'm a dude playing a dude playing another dude.
Voice spoke to all people in their dreams. The truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Oh.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Wow.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want.
Is a dream that bad?
My apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Wow. Oh. I thought that for sure was an ending.
Began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh, wow.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Stanley.
She would soon turn to go call for an ambulance. For just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her...
Goopster Man. Thanks for coming out tonight, friend. We will see you next time. Cheesy Pengu. I like cow milk.
She had no time for this, so it was
and yes, Memesy, I do see it.
Staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Good old-fashioned cow milk. Whole, if I can. Although if I'm drinking it to wash down cookies, I like the 2%. The whole milk is too thick. Chocolate, strawberry.
Workers were gone. What could it mean?
Plain.
Stanley
I don't
decided
care.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 4:30. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
5.
please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
All right. I'm going to click that door 20 times. I don't know, casino, you know, my radar goes up sometimes. We're just like, got to check, you know.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do.
50 clicks?
Almost certainly 50 clicks.
Oh, we're doing this. We're doing this. That's 20. $30. $40.
No,
50.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost.
Oh, no.
Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
20 clicks and door number 417. Where is door number 417? This is door 420. Oh, 417.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
All right. 437 it is. That was over here, right? No? Oh, no, it wasn't. Oh, here it is. Yeah.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
10 clicks. 415. Oh, new content. Oh, here we go.
Now, back to door number 437.
Oh. But he didn't say how many clicks.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
The copy machine? Okay. Oh, Nico is behind me. Come here, little shit baby. Oh, that's my little shit baby. My little gray prince. Oh, you don't want no kissy. All right, fine. Go on, be free, Nico. Ow, 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 ow. Had his claws in me. 430. Okay, 430. 430 room is where the copier. Oh. No. Okay, no. Father Obesity. Thank you so much, bud. Making it rain. Making it rain in the Murph den tonight. 4. No. Well, let's look in here. Oh, we can't get... Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, well. Oops. Oh my. I think we've gone down a different path here.
Thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Is it that old? 2013?
It
Wow.
was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Oh, we went past 10K likes on TikTok. Thank you,
I
friends.
have to say, initial impressions of
Appreciate
Stanley
you.
Parable Ultra Deluxe. Mostly... it's as if oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Oh, other side. Okay.
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Oh. I have to be in the circle. That is oddly satisfying after being forbidden to jump for so long. I bet people complained. People complained about not being able to jump or sprint, probably. So they're like, here, you get 36 jumps, and then that's it. Now you're done. Oh, I love it.
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
No. In fact, I would love it less if there were something else. That's fantastic. Oh, wait. Okay, no, we came from there. All right.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this
Yes.
is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And if... oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it.
Oh, nice.
I'm ready for whatever it is.
Oh, look, another one of those friendly chairs. Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about? No
That is
phones,
fantastic.
No gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Was that? Oh no, not quite another ending. Okay. What is 4:30? Huh. Excuse me. Pardon me.
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Yeah, we're going in there. How you doing tonight, Fresh Clean? Good to see you, bud. Coffee nut.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Oh, that is cool. It's good to have you, Fresh Clean. This is really pretty. Oh,
I
wow.
call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Oh, that's cool. Father Obesity, I appreciate you. Tonight you're filling out my there's like a bunch of gift things that you're supposed to collect, stickers you're supposed to collect, and I haven't been paying too much attention to it, but you gotta be filling it for me. Appreciate you, friend. Stanley Parable deals tough choices. Oh, what is this?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." You hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created.
Peculiar Arts, thanks for coming out tonight. We'll see you next time.
All of them, and now
Sleep well.
it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now, a lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Dear Esther. I have Dear Esther. I feel like I played Dear Esther. Oh my. Let's go down here. Aw.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Source SDK.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
Okay, this is open now.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Oh.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years.
Oh, wow.
It's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
I mean, probably some of them.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick.
It really is. Oh, wow. This is an interesting aesthetic.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
This and Deadpool, I think, really they break the fourth wall and then just keep going. Like, if you're gonna do it, you might as well do it, like, all the time, right? That's kind of the philosophy they seem to go with, and I think it really works. If you're gonna break the fourth wall, just shatter it and stomp all over it and completely ignore it from that point forward. It really beats that, you know, once in a movie, whatever, wink and nod to the camera.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Nice.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourish. Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer.
Oh.
That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes. It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing.
Yeah, we're just going to keep hitting this button over and over and over again.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing.
The turning wheel of missed opportunities.
Time, Stanley.
We're pressing it again. Was the narrator gone? Huh. What is that? Oh. Interesting. Okay.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough.
So
they
now
had
he's
to leave
back.
A pathetic little thumbs down review.
Oh my.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
This is getting quite creepy. Oh my. So this place is falling apart now. Oh, now we can see outside, sort of. Man, how nature is taking over. There's no jumping. Oh, dang. Now nature is dead. Wow. I'm almost afraid that one of these times I'm going to push it. I'm going to push this button and it's not going to pop back out. Close enough. It's knocked. Oh. Oh, wow. And there's this facility, at least part of it. Does this work anymore? No. Okay, okay. So it's the end of that mechanic. And we're in the desert. Beautiful music. Love the music here. that was an ending. Some sort of millions of years have passed, and you walk the desert. All right. Well, tune back in tomorrow night. We will be starting promptly at 9 p.m. Eastern with some Deltarune. Get back at it. We're going to try and peacefully defeat Jevil. If that doesn't work, we're going to outright attack him and try to defeat him in combat. And if that does not work, we're going to move on. We're going to move on with the story and progress things. But that's tomorrow. In the meantime, be kind to each other. Be kind to yourselves. We will be back to some Stanley Parable maybe Wednesday. I'll see you next time. Take it easy, folks. Good night. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.